So, hey everybody, it's Jamie here from Royal Eyes, and welcome to Live from the Owl's Nest. You may notice I am without Alicia. Alicia's not here with me this week. She is actually traveling down to California to do an in-person training for a company that she's worked with for a bunch of years. But I got a special treat today because I'm by myself. I don't like being by myself, and so I'm going to invite somebody special to come and join me right now. I want you all to welcome Mr. Jeff Black is with me today. Jeff, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing great, Jamie. Good to see
Excellent.
you over there.
So glad you could come in and sub-host for Alicia. I assume that we're going to get a big flood of new audience members that want to see Mr. Black live in the Owl's Nest. So tell me how you're doing today. You doing good?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. I am in my little owl's perch nest at my working remotely from home today. But yeah, it's great to be here. It's fun to finally be on the owl's nest. I'm usually behind the scenes, and it's fun to be part of it.
We're super glad to have you, and we're going to kind of get to what we normally do, which is class announcements and other stuffs like that. But without Alicia, I'm not going to talk about QuickBooks today. What I'm going to talk about is Apple stuff. What I'm going to talk about is I got my new AirPod Pros version 2 here in hand. So with the new spatial audio, we're super excited for that. Because I bought those for Black Friday, I had a $75 coupon, $50 gift card. And so I got the new Apple TV 4K. So we got a new Apple TV to set up. It's got the new A15 Bionic chip in it. This is the first Apple TV that has the high-end iPhone chip in it. So the Apple TV should just process better, do better. And again, you can play games on this guy. You can stream things on this guy. So having a strong processor, number one.
Less lagging.
And then I was showing, one other thing I'm going to mention about the Apple TV. One of the problems that we've had on the older Apple TVs is that when it switches frame rates, we get a little 2 to 3 second blackout. The screen just goes black and then it comes back, and you'll be watching something and it'll just like go black for a second. You're like, what's that pause all about? This is going to try to solve that. It's going to not immediately happen, but they're going to be able to do smoother. There's a couple of other pieces of hardware changes that are going to make the switching frame rates not so janky, and we don't have to watch the little black pauses all the time when you're on your Apple TV. And it's funny, only Apple TV people would even know that exists, so that's a problem. But when I was at the Apple store, I mentioned to the sales guy that that's what I was excited about. He was like, yeah, me too. And then this little thing, this is the other thing I got that I'm just super excited about. It is a dual MagSafe charger for my watch and my phone. So now I can have a single little pad next to the bed or the office or whatever and magnetically charge my phone and my watch at the same time. So that's another kind of a fun little treat. That's something I didn't have to have, but I had to have it. All right. So couple of things coming up. I just want to mention again, Alicia's traveling right now down to California, but super excited. She's going to come back Saturday or Sunday or sometime. But on Tuesday, we're heading out of town again, and we're heading to Las Vegas. Super excited about the Las Vegas trip. But this is for QuickBooks Connect. And so for our normal audience, QuickBooks audience members, of course, hopefully you're going to see you there at QuickBooks Connect at I think it's at the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas. Alicia will be a featured speaker. She will be running a few of the sessions. And then also the QBO Hacks session, I think, is one of the things she's most excited about, where people have submitted their favorite QBO hacks. They've broken up everybody into teams, and Alicia, I believe, is a team leader, and they're going to have a good old-fashioned hack off, which I'm not sure if that is a term or not. But they say, imagine like Pitch Perfect when the singing groups are singing back and forth and trying to one-up each other with their song. Same thing, they're going to be trying to hack each other or get a better hack. Who's got the best QBO hack? So we're super excited about that. And also look for me. Look for me. I might even have some prizes in my pocket. I don't even have an entry into QuickBooks Connect yet. We're waiting to see if somebody gives me a pass or I just happen to find one on the floor or whatever. But I'll be at the hotel. I'll be with Alicia. I'll be at the after parties. You're not, I'm going to the dinners, all the things. But we will have some Royal Wise swag with us, I'm sure. And
you'll see Jamie out in the lot with his finger up. Can I get a miracle?
Yeah, I need a miracle. One other piece of data is, and this is a while, I think it's coming up in late June. We're going to Scaling New Heights again. That's going to be in St. Louis. We will have our booth like last year where we're going to be selling Alicia's books. But Alicia's got some featured speaking slots. And rumor is I might also be speaking. So we've asked if they want some Apple content, and they're interested. So I might actually end up having to do some keynote speaking sessions. We're super excited, and if that does happen, you might even get to see Mr. Jeff Black in St. Louis. So that's another exciting reason to have him on the show today, because we might be taking him on the road, right? Come to the booth and see him. Okay, that's enough news. Let's talk about classes real quick. I'm super excited because tomorrow I'm finally getting this done. We've been waiting for the new operating systems to come out of Apple. Of course, we did iOS 16 a couple weeks ago. Now it's the iPhone operating system. But they had put off the iPad OS 16 operating system launch so that it coincided with the new Mac OS Ventura operating system, which is for the laptops and the desktops. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to be doing my What's New in macOS Ventura. And so that's going to be Friday, December 2nd at 11 a.m. 1 hour class where I'm just going to demo and talk about all the new features and show you how some of them work, including the new Stage Manager feature and the Photos Shared Family Library. Not a shared album, but a full shared library. So that's cool. And then at 1 o'clock tomorrow, December 2nd, Friday, what's new in iPad OS 16. So if you're an iPad or an iPad Pro user, we're going to look at what's new in iPad OS 16. And I'll tell you, it's pretty similar. Mac OS Ventura and iPad OS 16 are very common in the feature sets. And I think that's why they launched on the same day. Is because the iPad is becoming more of a laptop style device, that we've got the Magic Keyboard and things like that. And so the iPad has Stage Manager, which is the new thing for macOS Ventura. The iPad and the iPhone can both do the Photos Shared Library. But there's a couple of other features that we're going to see that are in Ventura that are also in iPad OS. So the two classes are going to have I'm going to cover the same features, but of course, one of them's mobile and one of them's not mobile. So they're going to be implemented differently depending on what device you're using them on. But some cool features. And also, just to warn you, there have been a couple of features that Apple announced that says coming later this year. And so I'll go over those too. What features did they promise us that we don't get yet? We'll expect to get those in a future update. And now, because Jeff's here and Alicia's not, Jeff, what other classes, what does Alicia have coming up?
So glad you asked, and it's such an honor to share this information. So next Tuesday, it is actually Tuesday, December 13th at 10 a.m., I believe. I'm just double checking that. Alicia's, 10 a.m., December 13th. Alicia's got QBO payroll in QBO. The name of the course just changed because QBO and Intuit is always updating the names of their interfaces and the names of some of their features. It used to be called full service payroll in QBO. It's now called payroll in QBO. I will get a link into the chat to join that class with Alicia. And some very exciting news that Alicia shared last week is that this class does now qualify for CPE. So if you're looking for some last minute continuing education credits for 2022, this is a great way to get it. And then an added extra feature that a lot of people already know, some people don't know, that even if you can't attend the class live, if you click that link down there in the chat, you can enroll in the class and then watch the videos later, and you'll own that class forever. It's a great resource, a great value. And again, those CPE credits, it's a great way to get those last minute credits for 2022. So click that link, check it out.
And as always, we record all our classes. We publish them as on-demand videos later. So if you can come live, great. If you can't, you can still sign up and get that on-demand video later. You know, I had that on a different, my calendar said it was this Tuesday. It's a week later. So I guess December 13th is the date it is. And we talked about this the last couple of OWLS Nest, but I just want to make sure that people know that we just did a guest instructor. Shannon Thice came and did her payroll compliance in QBO class Tuesday, the 15th of November, where she basically went over payroll as a concept and how to set up your payroll concept, right? How to make policy, what the structure should look like and things like that. And that's where this next course, the full compliance in QBO, comes in, where it's like how to implement what you learned in that last class. And so if you need some more guidance as a small business owner, a solopreneur, an entrepreneur, on how to structure your payroll, how to talk about vacation hours, how to talk, how to structure things for your employees so that they are in compliance. Her payroll compliance and QB, of course, is still available on demand in the Royal Wise OWLS. So you can go back and catch that to get the foundational concepts. And then on December 13th, come and see how Alicia will teach you how to implement them within the QBO payroll area. Wow, that's a lot of words for a little.
It's a lot of words.
And with that, I think
I'm looking for we have actually a discount. One last quick thing about those two classes. We have a discount coupon, and I will get that coupon code up into the chat or the comments. If you want that coupon, leave us a comment and we will respond with that coupon. I think it's 25% off the two courses together because they kind of go hand in hand.
There you go. If you want both courses and you get a little, Jeff, they're gonna not allow you to not come back. You're gonna have to come back to the Owl's Nest if you're gonna keep on throwing coupons out there.
Oh, dang.
Like no Owl's Nest without Jeff. He's the one giving us coupons.
I like being in the back of the nest. I'm under the nest. I'm up there kind of, I'm in the tree somewhere.
There we go. Well, with that, we've done it. We've done it again live from the Owl's Nest. I want to thank anybody and everybody who is watching this. And of course, these stream through Facebook Live. We stream them through YouTube. We stream them through LinkedIn, I think is also. It's out there on LinkedIn. But if you've missed it and you want to catch it, go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ring the bell, they say, so that you can get some notifications up there. And I feel like we're less than a week away from the launch of JMac Fixes Everything, my new webcast/podcast. And so check out our YouTube channel, Royal Wise on YouTube, and look for JMac Fixes Everything. It's going to be a lot of fun, entertaining, and very informative. With that, thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Jeff, thanks for coming and spending this time with me. I so appreciate you.
Great to be here, Jamie. Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll see everybody next time. See you in class.